to you, but throwing it.
Oh, I guess I could.
Said anything?
Good morning.
I don't know. I don't know.
Are we on?
Good morning. Good morning. No, I don't know why. I think it's because Greta's taller than the bear. Because all I have is back of Alicia's head.
You get my little poof.
Yeah.
got her poofy. I'm just gonna move it up so we can get like sort of the bear.
You want me to put the bear on the back of the chair?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Thank you.
Please hold.
Please hold.
Please hold.
We're working on it, guys. Sorry. It's been a day
It has been.
It's already been a day. I know.
already. But we're here. Consistently here. So I'll get started. Hey, for once, I'm going to start this show with
The
introductions.
way we're supposed to start it?
The way we're supposed to start. Hi, I'm Tori. I'm dark MAGA today because I'm feeling pretty dark. It's going to be a dark Christmas. Is there a Christmas song that says it's going to be a dark Christmas?
Probably.
Instead of a white Christmas or whatever?
Probably.
There should
find
be
it.
if there's not.
You'll find it.
I'll find it.
But
You know, it's what I do.
it's a dark day anyway today. And so
We're supposed to get some wicked storms today, too.
I heard something
That's what I
about
heard.
that. Did you hear that storm the other night?
Yeah,
Holy
yeah, it was
shit.
I was
awesome.
pooping when it came through.
That's awesome, yeah.
I love it.
I know. I woke up and I was like, ooh, this is fun. So I sat in my living room and watched it out the
I
backyard.
love crazy storms. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I should have been a storm chaser. Maybe
would
I
be
was
really
in a past
fun.
life.
I think it'd be really fun to be a storm chaser.
I'm not scared of it, so
I'm not either.
I could do it for
Yeah.
sure.
I think growing
I just physically can't chase anything.
growing up in Maine where we didn't have tornadoes and all that kind of stuff made me not like frightened of them, I guess.
Oops,
ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding.
just kidding.
Shush.
Mine too.
You hush.
Well, anyway, I'm Tori. I am the host of this show, Girl Talks, GURLTAUX. That's our name on all our socials. Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow. I hate it when people do that on their shows. That's why I think we forget all the time, because I really hate it. But I guess you really do need to remind people.
Yeah, he knows better.
We're trying to grow
Don't look at me. It's not
What
mine.
is that?
the
don't know.
purple. Oh, that's Charlotte's toy.
Okay.
That's Charlotte's Quaker.
Okay.
It's called a Quaker.
It looks like a brain.
Um,
Kind of.
I don't remember what it was because it has a covering over it, and then once she gets it out, then it's that. Like there's one upstairs that's yellow and it looks kind of like a skull because it was a pirate skull. So yeah, there is like a secondary little thing. I don't remember what that one was, but anyway, I have 3 boys and 4 bonus kids and grandkids. I call all of them cubs and grandcubs. And I'm Army vet and a first responder. And I volunteer for TR, Team Rubicon, for disaster relief. And then I run a nonprofit for veterans and an art business. So that is me. Who are you? What are you doing?
I'm sitting here.
You come here often?
I'm
I
Alicia.
lost my number. Can I have yours?
I'm a girl mom. I have 5 girls. I am originally from Maine and came to the South and never left. So I'm the damn Yankee. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. I love animals. I prefer animals to humans. That's pretty
Yes, she
much it.
does.
You know, I think there's a good selection of people that feel the same way.
Probably.
I'm one of them. Like, I could live in a house full of animals.
No.
Well, Not the taking care of part.
Yeah, I don't want to have to pick up.
I don't want to have to pick up poop in the house and all that.
Wash things.
Yeah, no. But I love the animal part of it.
Yeah.
So stuffed animals are great. Same way. I love animals. Anyway, who are you? And do you come here often?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Did you trip and fall?
Clawed my way up from heaven. I mean, from hell.
Got
my nails dirty.
That's what I was trying to get at. And
I know.
You landed right on it.
I did.
Really good. I love her little sarcastic facial expressions this morning. Yeah.
I'm on a struggle bus this morning.
Yeah, but your facial expressions are really working good.
I'm Amanda. I'm boy mom. 3 boys. I am a reptile mom.
Oh yeah, you're a reptile mom for a couple of years.
Yes.
If not forever.
I have.
Wait, a couple years? I thought it was like a weekend.
Oh no.
No, it's like 2 years.
No.
Or more.
All right, I missed this. What happened was.
So I have 2 turtles. And they are the wet bandits. They are Harry and Marv. And they are
I
adorable.
love that.
I love my turtles.
I love turtles, by the way. They're cool.
They're my husband's, but, they're family turtles. And we've had them for almost 3 years now. And they're adorable. We love them. And my oldest son's friend.
To interrupt, have you seen that TikTok with the turtle that rides the skateboard with the cat?
Yes.
Oh my God, I love him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never, you would never think that would be a thing. That cat loves that fucking turtle.
Right? One of my turtles got sick and had shell rot. And she's all better now. Like, usually they don't come back from shell rot. Like, that's like a death sentence. But I don't know how we did it, but we took care of her. And, the vet buzzed down her shell. We put antibiotic stuff on it, gave her some shots and stuff. And P.S. giving a turtle a shot is no freaking picnic.
Because you got to get it under that shell. Do you do it the tail?
No, I do it in their arm.
In their arm.
They say to do it in the leg, but that's too close to their, like if it's one shot,
to
it's
their
fine.
spine.
To their spine and their liver and stuff. So if you do it in the front, it distributes slower.
Okay.
So it doesn't like hit super hard.
Right.
So I do it in their arm, and it takes 2 people. It didn't used to take 2 people, but they're big now. They're like, our girl turtle is like this big now, and our boy turtle is about this big.
She's kicking ass.
But no, she's good now. But what was I gonna? Oh yeah, I knew I had a point. I swear. But since she was sick for so long, she was sick for about 3 weeks with the shell rot, and I had to keep her dry docked and then get her reacclimated to the water and everything. And but because of that, her left arm is weaker. So when she walks, it's like instead of like on their little paws, it's like tink tunk, tunk, because she hits her shell. So I think we have one of those little skateboards, and I think we're gonna
give that to her for physical therapy.
When we take her out.
Yeah.
Let her the tank.
Work that arm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be good. Make her a little track.
Sorry, my kid has finals today, and
Mine too. Mine's done. They already sent me a message. Yeah, come get me.
Yeah, come get me. And I'm getting somebody's picking me up. No, now I need permission. Now can you come? Can you call the school? I'm like, I don't know. Just get your brother to go get you. I don't know. Get your brother. I don't know. I'm busy. Leave me alone.
I'm at my show.
Right? Leave me alone. I told you I couldn't come get you.
I know. I already told the girls I'll come after the show.
Yeah.
Other than that, you just stuck.
He's like, my friend will drop me off, and I'm like, if he can do that, great. I'm cool with that. Go.
Yeah.
But turtles. We are fostering / adopting. I don't really know how it's going to work. My oldest son's friend is going to basic
for the Army.
Yes, but she's not leaving until March. But
she's not leaving till March. Okay.
Yes, but her family's moving to Puerto Rico.
Oh, that's right. Them. That's what you said.
So they can't take.
So they can't take them.
No, there's an axolotl. There's 2 Uromastyx.
Now, who's she staying with while they're gone to Puerto Rico? Okay, so she's staying somewhere.
Not with me. I would love her to stay with us. That'd be fine, but
they haven't asked?
No. I love her. I've noticed since she was born. I mean, I don't care.
Maybe you have to ask.
I'll ask her if she wants to stay with us. I don't care.
Maybe
she might be going to Puerto Rico with her
She
family
might
for
be
a little
going-
bit. I don't know.
No, she shouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I don't know.
They wouldn't allow that.
Oh, I don't know. 2 Euromastics, which
Recruiters, I mean, wouldn't allow
Yeah.
that.
they're like spiky tailed. I have 1 axolotl, 3. I don't remember what they're called. Gecko lizard, gecko something lizard. Some
Do they
spotted
work for an
geckos.
insurance company?
No. There's 3 of those. The dragon lizard. What's it called? A dragon. Dragon.
Chameleon or a kimono dragon?
No, it's a something dragon something.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. And then there's one more. A little guy. A little.
Does the dragon have fire?
No.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
I know.
Wouldn't
So,
that be cool? Why?
I think there's 6 or 7 of them that were.
I mean, I guess that would be a fire hazard if you had one in your
Right.
house.
But like, keep the fire extinguisher next to that one.
Don't put the tree next to that. What
Don't
are
do
you
it.
doing? Why are you putting the tree next to his cage?
No. But we have like
Isabel
a.
said a bearded dragon.
Yeah.
Bearded
that's it.
dragon.
Yay, Isabel. Good job.
Thank you.
I have pictures, but yeah. So we are, and my husband's totally cool with it because we are amphibian people, I guess. And he
No fur.
said,
No fur.
"No fur, no, thank you." Between me, my 3 boys, we shed enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he was upset. Wasn't upset about it. He's fine with it, but he goes, "I just wish it wasn't right before Christmas."
Yeah.
Because we had to move. We have a little foyer. What the hell's it
Foyer.
called? Whatever. Yeah, that we use as we called it the turtle room, and it's just an open area that we had with a tank, and we had a futon that we would hang out on and just kind of hang out with turtles. But now we have
more tanks.
more tanks.
How many tanks do you have total? Like, how many critters can be in the same tank together? Is it by breed or by?
I think so. Our turtles are in a 125 gallon tank. There's the bearded dragon is in a 120 gallon tank. The little guy, I don't know what he is. He's in a little maybe 50 gallon. And okay, sorry. Ride with my pick me up type of thing. Let's see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tanks in my house.
Wow.
Oh my.
That is a lot now.
Yeah. One of the tanks is upstairs next to my son's room. I was like, "You agreed to this."
What about snakes? Do you like them too?
No.
Oh, that's weird. A lot of reptile people love snakes.
No.
I used to have
I will talk to them in the little glass tank in the pet store, but don't let me have one.
okay. Interesting.
When I was little, this probably sounds weird, but my dad used to try to get me with snakes, like to scare me with snakes. So he'd put snakes in his pockets, like little garden snakes, in his pants. And he'd be like, "All right, you can go get 25 cents out of Daddy's pants." And I'd go try to dig through his pockets trying to find him.
And
I'd
there's a
find
snake in there.
And it never bothered me. I was never scared of snakes.
I was never scared. I mean, if I saw a cobra or a viper or a rattlesnake, I've heard the rattle, and I'm like, oh,
That I need
back
to back
up, look around, see which direction it is,
Maine
and
has
just
no poisonous snakes
Yeah.
or spiders. So.
yeah. So you don't have an
I
issue
was
with
never
that.
scared of that.
I'm not huge. The spiders is my thing. I can't. No.
Nope, don't do spiders
I
either.
don't care. I don't
bother
care how much you say that's a
I don't
perfectly
care.
fine
Yep.
spider.
I don't
No,
care.
As far
We
as
get
I'm
wolf
con-
spiders all the time, and I don't give a shit if they're just a wolf spider.
as far as I'm
Don't-
concerned, he's
No.
Yep. As far as I'm concerned, he's carrying a 357 Magnum and asking me if I feel lucky. I mean that's
The only
my
spider
husband with
I
every
like
snake.
is that cute little Lucas the spider.
yeah. The cartoon
the cartoon
spider.
spider. Yeah, I like him. He's
yeah.
adorable.
Yeah, that's And those jumping spiders, that's what that one's directed off of. If you get a close up of that
Fuck that
spider,
shit.
there's a girl that did a TikTok or a videos on YouTube or something to get over her fear of spiders. She got one of those little jumping spiders that looks like Lucas.
I don't know what Lucas is. I guess I missed the.
I'll show you.
He's
I'm sending you guys pictures
he
of
is-
the tanks and my turtles.
He is a really cute little spider,
And he talks-
really is. But I'm sorry.
Lucas.
I'm sorry.
He's adorable on the TV,
I don't care.
on the screen,
I don't
not
care.
in my house.
I don't care.
Yep,
Sorry.
not happening. No, thank you.
But when I was I don't know how old. I was an adult. I had
The door is locked, you dummy.
um
Hold on.
but
Kids.
I had
It's locked.
Hello, and the garage door isn't open.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Just ring the bell until Mason answers.
till somebody answers.
Sorry.
That's okay.
My kid was at the front door because he got picked up early.
Oh,
He
okay.
was like, the door's locked. Yes, it's locked. Nobody goes in and out that door. It's always locked. Always.
yeah, no kidding.
Sorry.
No problem. I'm showing some pictures here of turtles and stuff on our screen. So
have a better picture
I
of the
had
tank.
I had a iguana that I got small, and I mean she grew up to be like 3 feet long. Her name was Iggy. And yeah, took a lot of effort to name her, but her name was Iggy.
Iggy Pop.
Nope, just Iggy.
Iggy the iguana.
It was based on Iggy Pop, but also because she was an iguana, so I called her
Oh,
Iggy.
got it.
But
Where are my
when I would be
turtles?
coming home from work, I lived in an apartment. When I would be coming home from work, she would be banging her head on the window because she knew what time I got home from work. She knew.
Like, get in here. Hurry
She
up,
knew-
Mom.
and
Hurry.
I could not get a top to the cage that would keep her in it. It didn't matter what I did. She was the smartest little thing. You'd see her up there with her paw, just doing one of these numbers till she got the thing open.
That's awesome.
And she'd pop it out, and she'd come up and she'd spread her things, but she didn't spread them only when she was pissed. If she spread them out, she was really happy. But if she hissed and spit at you while she was doing it, she was pissed off. But I used to take her on walks with me. She had a leash, and she'd ride on my shoulder, and we'd take our walk, and she would drum. I had a long lead on it. Looks almost like a string, because you can't have the ones like dogs because she doesn't have enough strength to pull it out. She'd just hang in the middle of the air, but she would leap to the tree next to it as we walk, and then she'd leap back to my shoulder, and we'd go in the grocery
There you
store.
go. I sent a video of the turtles.
People loved her, and she'd go in the store. She was so smart. Like, she learned the sound of the bleep when you're ringing up, and as soon as she'd hear it bleep, she'd steal the grape right out of your hands. And the clerk I used to go to, if she was there, I always went to this, and she would bring it up, and then she'd hold the grapes out like this because Iggy would grab a grape, and it was really cute. Everybody loved her. I cheated long before the whole people claiming service animal. I'm like, she's my service iguana.
That's awesome.
She was not, but she was the coolest iguana. And then I had 2 big old snakes, one that was like cream white-ish colored, and she was like half of the size of my couch. She was pretty long.
My
and
husband
pretty
would
big.
die.
He would die liking or die hating.
He would kill it.
He would kill. Oh,
Even a little rat snake or a garden snake, any snake he finds is dead. He cannot handle snakes.
well, it was pretty funny. I had a white leather couch, or cream colored leather couch, and she pretty well blended into that couch. And her favorite place to sit was on the back of that couch because it was right where the window is. And so
Sunbathe.
the sun would sit on that couch, and she would get nice and toasty. And I wasn't one of those people who they had cages.
Right.
They
But-
mostly went in their cages when it was feeding time, because that's when they get kind of dangerous or
They get feisty.
they get feisty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm too big for you to swallow. I didn't have big enough snakes that I didn't have an anaconda. Okay. You know,
Did you hear the story about the lady whose snake would like sleep next to her, and the vet was like, "No, he's not sleeping next to you. He's sizing you to see if you can fit."
that is what he's doing.
That's what he's doing.
What?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's how they-
she thought her pet snake was like snuggling up next to her because he would lay next to her like lengthwise. No, he's trying to see if you fit.
Yeah. If you
That's what he's doing.
if you are as long as his body,
He will eat you.
he will eat you.
Yep,
He will know that he can get his, and he will start at. Generally, they start at the head because they suffocate you,
Yep.
and you can't breathe and you
What
can't
the
move.
hell?
That yeah.
Yep.
So my
Oh my gosh.
I will have to say my snake never laid next to me.
Nope.
Never even tried to.
My uncle had snakes.
My
but-
snake would curl.
No, thank you.
She would curl. I had a girl snake and a boy snake, and she would curl around my arm and come up and like hang over. And
That's a nope rope.
I knew
right
I knew from my vet. They're like, if they curl up your arm and then drape themselves over your neck, you're safe. Like they like you. They're okay with you. If at any time you find your snake doing one curl around your neck and then draping, they're starting to do the same thing. They're starting to see how
Yeah.
tight, and I was like, okay,
Uh-huh.
keep note of that.
Yeah. Snakes are nope ropes.
But no,
ropes.
Nope ropes.
no ropes. But she never did. She always would drape over my neck. My other one, he would hang out, but he didn't like he didn't mind being held, but he didn't do the loving stuff. He just would hang there on your.
And he's like,
And
all
his
right, that's
head was
enough. I
like,
want to go back in my cage.
Can you put me back? Yeah.
That's enough, Mom.
And now I had
No more.
had
I
a
love
s-
you. Let me
I had
go.
a spare bathroom. You know, technically, I guess it's not a spare bathroom; it's a bathroom. But I turned the bathtub into a reptile. I turned the whole bathroom into a reptile room. So the bathtub had rocks and dirt and a tree and heat lamps and heat
Bet
rocks.
your landlord loved you.
Well, I mean, it was all gone when I left. And then the toilet had some, the toilet was non-flushable. I just poured water into it when I turned it on when I needed to flush it, but it had stuff in it. So because my snake loved to curl up in the toilet, it was nice and cool water. And,
That's a heck of a surprise for somebody that doesn't know it's a.
okay, so that's where the funny story goes. I'm showing these tanks as we're talking. But
I found some stuff for our Christmas song that we were talking about before.
okay, good.
So when we're done with this, we can go to that one.
Cool. So one of the times I had a little party. Now I had put a sign on the bathroom door on the outside because that door was always shut, and it said, "Please keep shut. Not a bathroom, reptile room."
Yeah.
Well,
Should be warning.
good job when people are drinking. Because at one point in time at this party, all we all heard was this blood-curdling scream. They came from my reptile room. And there's a girl. I don't remember who she was. I don't even think I knew her. I think she came with someone. And she is standing buck naked on the top of the toilet with her toes, and her pants are on the floor. And she's
Wrong
like,
bathroom to pee in.
she's like, they do come out of the sewer.
No, those are alligators, honey. This one
So
lives here.
She apparently got a split tongue. 'Cause
Hey!
she peed on my snake. And she said, I felt this weird thing.
You know she liked it.
Yeah. She was like, my snake got a golden shower.
Hey,
But
that's some kinky shit right there.
when she felt something, she looked down and she's like, just screamed and climbed up on top. And I'm like, it didn't crawl out of the sewer. That's my
its little
snake.
home. He likes it there.
And her name was Cream Puff.
That'll do it.
She was cute. She
Uh-huh.
she really was cute. I guess the video did.
That was thunder. That was thunder.
I love storms. I don't know why.
I got a lightning detection notification.
I
so-
did. I guess I
I
didn't.
told you it was gonna storm.
I guess I didn't get the video, or it's not showing.
Oh, hold on.
Oh no, I had to open a whole nother section here,
Yeah.
and it's making me download it. So give me a second. Sorry, people. So anyway,
I didn't really find like instead of White Christmas, like a Black Christmas. I didn't find that. I found one my son introduced me to. It's by Clarence Carter in 1969, called "Backdoor Santa."
Oh no.
It's exactly
no.
what you think it is.
Oh no.
Hold on. They call me Backdoor Santa. I make my runs about the break of day. They call me Backdoor Santa. Oh, wait a minute. I make all the girls happy while the boys are out to play. I ain't like old Saint Nick. He don't come but once a year. I ain't like old Saint Nick. He don't come but I come running with my presents every time you call me, dear.
oh, it should have said package.
I keep some change in my pocket in case the children are at home. I give them a few pennies so we can be alone. I leave the back door open so if anyone smells a mouse, and it wouldn't be old Santa in trouble if there ain't no chimney in the house. That's what they call me, Backdoor Santa. That's what the girls call me. I give them all the presents. That's what they call me, Backdoor Santa.
So
And
that's,
I like when they call me that.
That's a really dirty
Weird.
Santa song.
Weird.
Yeah.
Not quite dark, but
I
very
know. I was
dirty.
trying to look for dark, but it.
Well, there was a sweater at Ross. There's 2 Christmas sweaters, ugly Christmas sweaters,
Yeah.
hanging on this one rack. One is ugly, has like tinsel and shit on it and whatever. The other one is a chimney and a naked Santa with a little covering over his center middle, saying, "I'm your dirty Santa," or I bring. I no, it says I bring the package.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, well, that explains like why that one's still sitting there,
Right.
I'm not sure about the other one. I mean, it was just a normal, ugly Christmas sweater, but
So,
I don't
it's
want
raining.
Santa's
You
package.
can hear it.
Yeah, I love storms.
I do.
I totally could be a storm chaser.
I'm not. I keep getting distracted, but with the thunder and
Yeah.
and then now it's raining and you can. It's good when you can hear it like
All
through
the way
walls,
basement.
down here through the in the basement.
3rd floor down, you can
Right?
hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's loud. Well, I love the storms. I've always loved them.
Oh, yeah,
like
me too.
Out in Nevada,
No, not as a kid, but
we have lightning storms. Dangerous because that's how come so many fires start
oh yeah,
on the West Coast because
Yeah.
of the lightning. But I love lightning storms.
Yeah.
And I love watching them. It's like watching light dance.
Yeah.
And if you can get near water where you can see it in the water, it just
Oh,
looks
it's so
so
pretty.
cool. It's
Yeah.
so cool, so pretty. I love those pictures, that kind of thing. But when we first moved here, like I've lived in the South before, but they were short stints. When I was in the Army, Fort Rucker.
Yep.
But I wasn't there for very long. And when there was a
is
storm,
that your Ring camera?
Yeah, my dogs got loose.
Awesome.
do you need to?
They're like, let me in.
Is somebody there?
No,
Nobody's home.
she's at the back door though, so I think she'll be okay.
Okay. Like, do you need to run home and go put dogs in? Because if you do, we can keep it together till you get back. anyway, I've always loved storms for whatever reason. I could be a storm chaser, except for now I can't chase anything.
You're like, I ain't chasing nothing.
I couldn't chase the shopping cart at the store yesterday, so I'm certainly not chasing no storm. Not when they're like, okay, we gotta go, we got one. I'd be like, come in.
Hang on a minute.
I'll get there
Give
when I
me,
get there.
give me a minute. I'm on my way. Let me get my scooter. Hold up.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up.
Let me get my rascal.
Yeah, I'd be one of those people that if I'm in an RV rig type thing that I chase with, I just am not allowed out of it.
Yeah.
Just drive on.
Like you just stay in there because I could monitor stuff, because like me getting. No, you go get my coffee. You grab, because if we have to run back, bye. That's my speed.
I know that turtle pretty cool. That's my son, my youngest. The one
Oh.
that was at the door. Asked me to
okay.
pick him up.
Oh, okay.
That's my son. Yeah. Hey, buddy.
What's his name on there? Vocular gnome.
Volcular gnome.
Volcular gnome.
I don't know.
I like the name though.
Yeah, he has a whole reason behind it, but I
mean,
don't.
I thought
I
it
don't
was
know.
like volcano.
No, it's like
Volcular is a
I don't know something.
explain.
Boy, explain yourself.
But anyway, when we moved
I'm
here,
in chat. I see you.
when we moved here, you get the tornadoes. And I don't think any of the times that I ever lived in the South have I ever had to be, I never was around. I've had storms, had flooding in Charleston, lots of flooding there.
Oh yeah,
But never had to deal with a tornado situation. Had a couple hurricanes that I had to prepare for.
the big tornado in Enterprise, down by Fort Rucker, that tore up that high school. I got stuck at an Applebee's, and that's when my oldest was like 2. So that was 2008 ish. And I was trying to call my husband, and I was like, "Are you guys like in the bathroom? Like, where are you guys?" Like, he goes, "No, we're in the front yard. We're watching the storm.
Okay.
Please get in the house." No, it's cool. We're watching the storm. It's going the other way. Please get in the house with my child. Please get in the house with my child. You can stay outside. Put him inside. No, he's having fun. We're looking at the storm.
Well,
Get in the house.
when my middle son was born, Andy, aka Dr. Andy now,
Oh yeah, Dr. Andy.
he was in my belly. No, I did not eat him. He was in my belly. When Hurricane Hugo hit in Camp Lejeune area. And they were pretty smart though. Like they put a notice out. All the pregnant Marine wives had to report to the hospital. And they admitted every single one of us because the barometric pressure can cause women that are pregnant to go into labor. So they put us all in the hospital, and our husbands got to stay with us, and we played cards and played games and stuff because they didn't want the wives there and their husbands not to be there.
Right. So to keep
So,
them together, just
A lot of other Marines had to go and help board up people's homes, and they were all working, but the husbands and wives that were pregnant were sitting at the hospital. So Shane, our littlest one, is there with us, and we just hung out at the hospital,
chilling, yeah.
just in case. And he was
you never know.
and he was due like right at that same time. And then we got in a car accident also, and I had the seatbelt on, and that kid did not come out. Shane was early, like a lot early. And
My youngest was early.
Andy was 2 weeks late
Ooh.
dealing with a hurricane and
He's like,
a car
I
accident.
ain't coming out of there. I'm
He's
staying
like,
in here.
no, I'm hanging
I'm nice
out.
and safe right here. Thank you.
I'm hanging out. And so needless to say, it was fine.
Yeah.
And but when we moved here, and the first time that there was a really bad storm going on, and the hurricane alarm or the tornado alarm went off, it's not that far away from us. You could hear, I got a hair
I see it.
stuck.
I mean, I can see you pulling it.
I think I got it now.
Yeah.
That bugs. I hate hair.
Yeah.
I would be perfectly happy if all humans were bald. Like, well,
Eh.
but we
Like,
wouldn't
if it
know.
was-
But we wouldn't know any difference.
If we
Yeah.
didn't know any different, I mean, it'd be all right.
I just hate hair. I hate, like, I could never be a hairstylist because
I love playing with hair.
no, I don't like playing with hair.
Even with all boys.
I see hair
still
on your
love-
shirt and I'm like, I don't know why it grosses me out, but it grosses me out.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with the storm anyway.
No.
But so
Squirrel.
we had Where's my mask?
Side note. It's a side quest.
So so I got us all. Everybody has to go down here, and we're all. And there's nothing down here at the time. We had a bucket and a chair for Mom, and the bucket was just a bucket. It wasn't a pee bucket or anything. It was just a bucket, and
Are you sure?
yeah,
Did it turn into a pee bucket?
no.
Oh.
And we all came down here. There's no floor. It's just concrete. It was kind of creepy, really.
I
When-
remember looking at this house and it being very dingy down here.
it was very dingy. It doesn't look the same
No,
now.
it does not.
It looks like a little apartment down here, really, now. I mean, there's 3 rooms, and the bunnies have their own bedroom. And then I have a guest room down here and the couch area. Like, we're going to have kids, my son and his girlfriend are coming, and we're going to put an air mattress on the floor. I mean, they're going to have to roll it up every day because of our show. I'm not going to do the show over the top of the air mattress, but we're still doing our show. So anyway, we all came down here. We waited, and I'm like, how are we going to know when it's clear? Like, does the alarm go off? Because we can't hear it down here. And so, and at the time, we didn't have internet down here. So, like, pretty much you would lose all service once you came down here. So Steve kept going up the stairs to the front of the house and like, oh, the storm's still here. It's still dark. It's still, blah. And looking up on the phone, okay, it looks like it's all clear. So we come back up. I think the second time we did it again, but we didn't stay very long. We came back up pretty soon after. And every time it's gone off since then, I don't even bother. I don't go get my mom. I don't bother with anything. I'm like, we'll have time.
It'll be all right.
And I
Put on a movie, you'll be all right.
Now I just like grab a beer or grab a glass of wine and go sit out on my porch and watch it. I'm like,
If it's gonna get me, it's gonna get me. And
Yeah.
I
I
know,
know, right?
This is what it is.
yeah, it's. I mean, yes, you can be cautious and stuff, but I'm not going to live paranoid like every time that alarm goes
No.
off. And I will tell you though, the first time it went off for the test Wednesdays, it was a completely clear day, and I hear the alarm go off, and I'm like,
What the hell?
oh, they do talk about these coming out of nowhere, and I'm like, but like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Like
No wind.
no wind.
Sunny. There's nothing.
When I first moved down here, I moved down here with a boy, which I wouldn't recommend because it didn't work out, but that's a different story. But
Yeah, so
anyways,
don't chase a boy, but
I love it here, so I stayed, but that's side's
and it got me here.
When I first moved down here,
Everything
we were
happens
living
for a
with
reason.
his parents, and his mom woke me up in the middle of the night, like for real, out of a dead sleep, picked me up and threw me into the closet and covered me with pillows. And I was like, what the hell is going on?
Are you being robbed? What is this? Are you hiding me?
And they're like, no, it's a tornado. There's a tornado warning. And I was like, so what are pillows gonna do? Like, I was so confused. And I had
Why
no
did you
idea.
snatch me up and not just wake me up? Like,
Yeah,
I
don't
had no idea what was going
don't
on.
be-
And I was like,
don't-
this is
don't be
this
crazy.
is insane.
well, and then when the girls were here, once we redid everything down here, and the girls were here, so where that living room setup is there, that was Lily's bedroom. So Lily's sign was on her wall, and you've seen the big sign in the room. Her sign was on the wall. Her swinging chair was right there. her bed, her dressers and stuff. And then these curtains we hung up on the top, they went across here to give her privacy
Okay.
on that side. And that was Emma's room. That's still Emma's room. And then this side was their dance floor. So they could practice because they were cheerleaders at Clements High School.
Okay.
So we were going to put a couch and a TV on this wall. And after talking to the guy that helped us do everything, he's like, don't do that. And I'm like, well, why? I mean, we were originally going to make that a bathroom. So I'm glad we never did because Emma wanted her own room. She physically put on her documents, on her paperwork, will not share a room with someone. And then she gets here and there's 2 beds in here because this was, and that was the desks were in there for the girls for her study room. And it wasn't until the next day she told us that she specifically put, I will not share. And she cried herself to sleep that first night. And I was like, oh, you should have told us right then. So all we did is just, let's switch gears. Desk will come out here. Your desk will come out here.
Yep.
And
Get your own room.
and her desk went in that corner. So she had her desk. Emma had her desk out here and moved her bed in there, her nightstand in there, and one dresser in there. And boom, you have a room.
Yep.
And then I made their signs with their names on it for their walls. And I had already ordered the hanging swings because I thought it would be cute and a fun place. We got the rafters to really be solid and they could sit in it and read a book or whatever. They loved their swinging chairs. So needless to say, we fixed that really easily and very
Right.
quickly, but I was really upset at the organization for not
Telling you.
relaying that information.
Yeah.
And then Emma's allergic to animals. And at the time we had 2 bunnies and 6 dogs.
Oh my.
And I was like, so, and I don't know what there was out in the shop, but one day she went out to the shop right before Christmas when we're getting all the Christmas decorations onto the truck and moving them over here. All of a sudden she was like, swollen and eyes almost completely sealed shut.
She have an EpiPen?
She did not. But we gave her a good amount of, excuse me, of Benadryl.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm just going to wait 30 minutes. And if we don't see a little bit of improvement, we're going to the hospital because this could be bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was from just dust or I'm
Whatever
losing my
that
voice or
is.
whatever. Thank God my husband's sick on the road because, me, I get everything.
My
So
kid has the flu.
don't bring him over.
Yeah. I know. It's going through the school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Sugar Creek closed down this week because there's too many flus and COVIDs in the school. So yesterday was their last day for the week. They sent everybody home early.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
on
I went to
vacation.
pick him up yesterday.
go home and make your family sick instead.
Right? I picked him up early yesterday, and the attendance front desk lady was like, "Yeah, there's like almost half the
Epidemic.
school has the flu,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Oh, that's probably what it is then," because that sounds about right.
Prednisone lowers your immune system. So y'all,
Yeah.
And like today, he was like, "Come get me," and I was like, "Okay, get your brother to come get you."
yeah.
He always
Yeah.
says he's sick. He ain't sick, but he always says he is.
Well, my shit that I've got, I'm always have a compromised immune system. So, I hear people are sick, and I'm like, yeah,
Not me. Nose goes.
no, yeah, exactly.
Nose goes.
So, now we'll go out and just watch the storms and have a good old time. So anyway, our show is actually about shopping.
Oh, is it?
Hate it or love it.
Well,
It depends.
It depends on my mood and where we're going, and if there's going to be food involved.
Okay.
It depends on if it is clearance shopping or shopping for specific items. And it definitely depends on if food's involved.
Yeah, I need to eat.
Right.
I like shopping and not
snacky
feed me.
snacks.
Like if it's a day of planned going to the mall, going shopping,
I
going
don't care
to
about the mall.
do you go to Bridge Street or any of that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love Bridge Street.
Yeah. My mom likes that. She likes Chico's store for clothes.
Oh,
So,
I haven't been
so
in there.
she likes
We
to
just
go
like to walk
there.
around.
And Bridge Street has it and the mall also has it. So
The candy store on Bridge Street.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
We're
think that's the only
into,
store I've been in.
Like vintage stock and FYE and music and movie stuff. Where I lose my husband.
Spencer's in the mall.
Spencer's Hot Topic, Lunchbox. Yeah.
I like those places from back when I was a kid, you know? I mean like
And I'll say what I say, and I stand by it. Spencer's is better than Hot Topic.
well, it is for certain things.
Unless it's closed.
True. Okay,
Like
they-
for certain things,
Yes.
like the trinket stuff and the
Absolutely.
the sarcastic stuff and the
Did I tell
the
you what my
dirty
husband
stuff?
bought for his cousin, who's practically they're closer than like they're brothers essentially. They grew up together. Did I tell you?
No.
And then I had to explain it to the mail lady.
Uh-oh.
They have had a long history since they were both of inappropriateness. 1 year, my husband got his cousin a gift card, put it in a CD case, duct taped it with little bitty pieces, not like a solid wrapper. No, ripped up little bitty pieces. Put glue on it, put glitter on it. More duct tape, so as you're taking it off, you know there's glitter everywhere. And then he put that in the bottom of a Homer bucket. And what'd you do?
A what?
You hurt
I
yourself?
had an itch and I didn't realize it was a actual owie, so I'm like, oh, I scratched because I'm like it itches
And now you're bleeding.
and it's bleeding.
A Homer bucket, those orange buckets from like Home Depot.
Okay.
Oh, Homer! I thought you meant like it was a Homer Simpson bucket. I'm
No.
like, where did you get a Homer Simpson bucket?
Now, I think this got they're called Homer bucket. But he put at the very bottom, he put the gift card and then like that much cement. And then
Oh, so he had to chisel it out and all of that. Oh my god!
but on top of the cement he layered tar.
Oh my gosh. I would not get along with that. We're
And then
done.
he gave it to him. He was like, "Here's your bucket of present." And so he had to get through the tar, through the cement, through the tape, through the glitter. And they've been doing this back and forth. So anything that he gets from his cousin, he has to open outside. I don't care if it's a perfectly
it's
innocently
probably gonna
wrapped-
blow up with flour or
Yeah,
some.
I don't care what
crazy
you think,
shit.
how innocent it might be outside.
Yeah,
But this year,
because I know there's some secret something bad gonna happen.
yeah. But this year he got busy, so he just wrapped it, which is really weird for him. But it's you know those stress balls
Yeah,
that have like the goo inside.
yeah.
This was shaped like a penis. And it has little sperm
His little
inside
head pops
that
out.
are also jelly filled. So if it pops, you also have little jelly filled sperms that are in there.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's funny.
He sent that to him.
So
he sent him other things, I forget. So I'm trying to describe because I guess the lady needs to know what's in there, like for value or whatever. And I was like, we'll just say it's toys. She goes, I just need a category. And I was like, toys. Toy. She goes,
Okay.
it is? I was like, uh-huh. She goes, oh, okay. It's a toy. It's like, thanks for picking that up.
you're just nosy because they don't need to actually know.
They
all
don't
that.
need to know,
That's
but-
just nosy.
Yeah.
Because they just need. Is it hazardous material? Does it fit into this category? No, it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah.
She's just nosy. she just wanted to know. She's like, I just
What
want.
kind of toys
She could-
that are squishy and full of sperm?
She could.
Right.
She could tell by your facial expression
I was
that
like,
it
well,
was.
that one's a shirt.
She's like,
that
I
one's a
really
card.
want to know what's in here.
You know, that one's an ornament, and that one's a toy.
Because you said it like that. She's like, what kind of toy? I need to know more.
I'll show you a picture.
Curious minds want to know.
See,
so
I don't even care. See, I'm not shy about it.
yeah, me neither.
But she was a
I'll be like,
lovely,
it's a penis.
elderly lady
Filled with
and
sperm.
I didn't want to give her a heart attack.
It's a
so.
sperm-filled penis.
That's squishy.
That's squishy. when I used to Uber, I did a lot at night. Most of it was in the middle of the night. So a lot of drunk people and a lot of stuff. And I had like a thing when people got in my car. I always asked who, and I'd say whoever's name it was that was the one that ordered the Uber, because now I know which one of this group of 5 or whatever people is the one paying, henceforth the one doing the star rating. And so I knew not to pick on that person. But then I would roast someone else in the car, or all of them but the one giving the stars and tipping.
Side note.
Huh.
Lightning is less than a mile from here.
Oh, yay.
So
Cool.
I don't
That
know.
explains
if-
why my dogs broke out of their kennel.
yeah.
Hate storms. Look, she's being a good girl. She's just sitting at the back door.
Oh,
Aw.
you go girl.
She's a good girl.
I didn't know it was going to storm, or I would have left them inside.
Yeah. Well, so
We always look at the weather.
yeah. So I like to mess with the riders and stuff like that. So you have to, by the way, Steve said yesterday, you need to hold that way out for the camera, because like, he's like, I couldn't see what was on her thing. So I was like, oh, I want to do something fun. And I used to have a wiener dog. And when we would take him for walks and stuff, we'd walk by people and I would be like, I see you looking at my wiener, dog. You know, so it kind of became a thing, wiener, dog. So I had a stuffed animal that was, you know, that that material that is not the beads, but it's like the dress stuff where you can move it. Mm-hmm. And so I had that. So he's like gold or he's bronze. So he was my golden wiener. So it turned out to be a really great thing to use. I've had people go to get in my car, husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, friends that are getting in the car and they're fighting, like arguing with each other or pissed off or something that's going on. And I would end the fight by saying, you want to hold my golden wiener? And
That'll calm you down.
It was like,
and they would laugh. And then I would get drunk people to be like, oh, I want to hold your golden wiener. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go to Spencer's. And I went into Spencer's and I'm like, so what I'm looking for is a dick. I need one that's about this big or so. And they're like, a dildo?
It's in the back.
And I'm like, no, not a toy. I want one that looks like a funny dick. And they're like, oh, well, we have this strap on. I'm like, I don't want to. They're like,
I
no.
want to wear it.
They're like, hold on. No, it's a strap on game. You strap on the dick. It's for bridal showers or whatever. You strap on the wiener and it's a ring toss.
Oh, gosh.
You have to get the rings around the wiener. So I took said wiener, bought him, took him home, and I painted him gold. And I had this really cool like material that's fuzzy that has like little pieces on it, and I wrapped that around the balls and it was purple. So he had purple balls and a golden wiener. But then I took the googly eyes and I glued them to his head. So he had eyeballs. And then I put a teardrop.
Stop.
I did. I put a
You're
teardrop.
so bad.
And so I would keep that one under my seat. And when people would get in my car, you know, you evaluate your clientele. Like if it's elderly people, I'm not going to hand them that wiener.
Right.
I will still say it. You want to hold my wiener? And the elderly couples would always look at me like, eh. And then I would have my dog, because I kept him in the front seat or right next to me. And they always would just get a smile and they'd be like, oh, that's so cute. And, you know, so you evaluate whoever's in your car to the right clientele. And
Yeah.
there'd be times where I knew this was the golden wiener.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, who wants to hold the golden wiener? And being that they were both gold, it didn't matter
Right.
which one it was. And I want to. and they'd fight over it sometimes. And then, so one of the times, finally, someone asked. No one had ever asked, but somebody finally asked, "What's with the teardrop?" I'm like, "Do you see the size of that guy? He's either a rapist or never had sex. There ain't no way he's ever had any." And they're like,
Better.
"Oh, yeah, thank you. No wonder, no wonder he's crying." And I'm like,
It
but
was a little sad. He's a little sad, but you know what?
The big girls each got $100 for Christmas, either not last year, but the year before. And we went to the mall, and Chloe had never been inside Spencer's, and she wanted to check it out. And I told her she could, but she was going to get embarrassed. And she was like, "No, there's so many cool things. It looks like looking through the window, so I'm going to go in there." And I was like, "Okay, go ahead."
just be aware.
She came out like she already has pink teeth.
red.
but
She was
came
red.
out red, and she's like, "Oh, there's it's so inappropriate." I told you you're gonna get embarrassed.
Right?
I was
The last time that we went in the Spencer's, it was my youngest wanted to come in with, and because we were looking for sweaters, and my oldest was looking for like earrings and stuff for a friend of his, not a girlfriend, but yeah. So we were going in there, and my youngest is like, "I want to go in the back. I know what's in the back. I know it's in there. I know it's back there. So I want to go look at it, but I'm a little nervous, and I don't want to go by myself." And I was like, "All right, fine. Get your brother to go with you. I don't know. I'm not going with you. You go do it. You want to be a grown up. You go look. You can go do it all on your own, and you're fine. You are fine to do it all on your own." But he goes, "I don't want to go back there. I know it's back there, but I want to look, and I want to see what's back there because I know it's funny. I know it's going to be funny. I know I'm going to laugh." It took him, like a good 20, 30 minutes to actually go back there. And then we left, and we went to another store, and then he was like, "I never actually went back there, so can I go back?" And I was like, "I don't care what you do. Just go back. I'm not taking you. You want to be grown. You want to see what's back there. You go back there on your own."
yeah.
"Mom, I don't want to. I can't go back there by myself." It's like, you are 14. You are old enough to go back there.
I'm not. I used to say I gave birth to the worm. I don't want to know nothing about the snake. Sorry, that's not the place I want to know about.
Right? He said something about they were wrestling the boys, and he's like, "You're going to pants me, and then you're going to see my wiener." And I was like, "I birthed your wiener. I've seen your wiener." And he goes,
Ew.
"Ew, Mom." And I was like, "Who do you think changed your diapers?"
Like I
Dummy.
used to wipe off your wiener from
Right.
the poop that was all over
That
your
was on
wiener.
your wiener. Like, what are you? What? I don't know. What are you thinking? What? I don't know. Why are you so gross? Like, what? What?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're body parts, so it's to me it's not that big a deal. But yeah.
Yeah.
So normal shopping, I don't like anyway. I used to, but since I don't walk super well, yeah, I am.
Oh, I'm very much
I have
an Amazon.
become
Walmart delivery.
now.
Best thing ever.
Now that's where I can say it's hard to when you say yes and no. Yes, I love shopping. Mm-hmm. I love shopping. Right here.
Sometimes
Just not
in
with
person.
people.
Yeah.
Sometimes. And I need food. I need food when we get there. I need food halfway through. And then I need food before we leave. Or after we, like...
So even like a snack or something
yes,
like that. Like
I need food because I get grumpy.
I
get hangry.
I do have
The
to.
boys are like, "Did you eat?" And I'm like, "No."
You
And they're
get
like,
the hangries.
We
Steve
can
does.
tell.
I don't get the hangries because
Yeah, they go, "We
I
can
eat
tell."
so little to begin with, so I
Yeah.
don't really get that. But Steve gets the hangries. I also call them the tideries
Yes.
when he's tired and angry.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm
me
like,
too.
go to bed.
Uh-huh. Then my husband's like, I'm gonna make you go to bed. And
Yeah.
I'm like, fine. He's like, "You're either hungry or tired, and I don't know which one it is, so you get to eat and then go to bed." And
Yeah,
wanna
like
double tap
you
it.
need to go away.
Yeah. Double tap it.
You need
Here's
to go
some liquor
away.
to go with it. Here, fix yourself.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not tired. And he's like, "Whoa now. Whoa now. Bring it down."
I heard on the radio on the way here for shopping purposes, most spouses do not communicate with each other about the amount of money they spend, and that causes the most fights in the holiday season. Usually, if I'm buying something that's like over $100 and it's not grocery oriented, then I usually talk to Josh and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, do you think about getting this for the girls? Like, if I don't know if Chloe wanted a new desk or if Isabel wanted a new vanity, or whatever it is."
We talk to each other about the boys' stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure,
Which
that
I
we're
know
on
my
the
kid
same
is listening,
page.
so you're not getting any information.
Well, we talk about anything over $100 for one. That's the absolute rule. And then before we do Christmas and stuff, we set a limit, and we also set a limit for each other. It's quite often it's gone beyond our limit because we did something, but I love surprises. I am not the sneak person. I do not sneak because I set myself up to be sad on day of, because then I'm like, I already know what I have. So I prefer to be surprised. So I also don't leave hints. I tell direct. Like, I want this, this, or this.
Yeah.
I do not say, oh, I would love. I don't leave.
No, I tried hints. It doesn't work.
No, the guys don't pick up on hints. Ladies out there, just be direct.
You know, it's my list.
Always.
And I give him options.
Yeah.
What I've had to do though is I've had to learn to tell Steve's mom and have her kind of pick for him, because if I give him options, he buys all of them.
Yeah.
And I'm
My
like,
husband
no, don't do that.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not
I want
saying
like
buy
2 or 3 things off of this six item list.
Yeah. Or one big thing off
Right,
that
right,
list.
right.
You know, if it's
Yeah. The only thing that we don't want to do is we don't want to have more presents to open than the boys. Mm-hmm. We want to have less, and I want to make sure that it's an even amount to open between the two of us. The money is different with us because some of the things that he really is into is like boxing history and memorabilia, and it's hard to find.
Well,
you
like
know?
when I got him
And
all
that's
his
fine.
boxing stuff
Yeah.
for out on the porch, it came like as a kit,
Yeah.
but I mean, it was really expensive because getting one of those because it's for kickboxing, so it's got the base. And,
Oh, yeah.
and it's got all the targets on it. So because it's meant for kickboxing. So it was pretty pricey in the first place, but I got that, but it came with a few other things. So I just separated them as gifts.
Yeah.
So it gave him more to open. Like that one, he couldn't open. It was outside.
Yeah.
So I put a bow on it.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
put the
he
sand
wants,
in it. I made him do
Not
that.
once. But he likes things like old 1930s autographed pictures of 1930s, 1940s boxers, vintage gloves.
Oh, and a lot of that can be real pricey.
It is hard to find.
Yeah.
It is when you find a collector that has them that's willing to sell them, you stick with that person
Yeah.
until you've bought them out. But
But
that's
also some of that stuff, depending on what or who it is going to be, can be
Very
really pricey.
expensive.
So then you end up
because-
with, you get one thing because it cost a lot of money.
And then he gets like a pack of gum and a stick of deodorant. And he gets like the
one
flickin'
pair of
chickens.
socks.
Yeah, the flicking chickens
Yeah.
or whatever toys I can find from the
There's a
dog
pair of
kennel.
socks. It comes in 2 packages.
Right?
Each sock per package.
Yeah. So but
Yeah, and when we're having all the family here, I told Steve, I said, if you have, I said the only thing I want us to open is something sentimental.
yeah.
You get me something sentimental, and I will get you something sentimental or something we made for each other. My husband's not a crafter; he's not a maker guy. So other than now that he's got the big CNC machine, he can make something. He's like, I can design something that
I can do
be
things
cut
now.
out
I
of
can
wood
do
or
things
whatever.
now.
But yeah, he's
I'm a real boy.
but I'm way more about that anyway with people. But it's like, I don't know what our society has gotten to. That's what I'm trying to get
Yeah,
at. There's so
it's-
many things that people just go overboard at Christmas. They buy way too
It's
much
ridiculous.
stuff. And you see the number of even videos out there of people opening, and they're opening for 2 hours
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
of presents. And
If it takes too long, we're like, all right, we're gonna stop and go eat, and then we're gonna come back.
well,
But we do that. We'll do presents, go eat, and then do stockings too. So
usually our stockings are first
Ours too.
because they run and go grab the stockings or whatever. And now, I mean, stockings as they get older are not as like a big a deal.
I did this poopery sprays in my kids'
Poopery
stockings.
spray.
And I was like, if you don't use this spray before you go in that bathroom, I'll kill you. I bought it for a reason.
Oh no! Talking about I'll kill you. My kids left all their shoes.
Don't
for
get
some
so
reason.
excited about killing.
They left all their shoes.
We
in
don't
the front
kill them
door.
all the way dead.
Oh, okay.
So then every time I'd go in and out of the house, I trip over these stupid shoes. And
Yeah,
I
I'm not
kept
playing.
telling them, if you do not pick up the shoes, I'm going to break your fingers. They went to school and told the teacher I was going to break their fingers.
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
I don't.
Oh no, I do. But
Because
like,
the teachers call and be
and they're
like,
like-
hey, by the way,
Right.
Did you
so-and-so
really
said
say-
that you were going to break their fingers
sure
if
did.
they didn't pick up their shoes?
I sure did.
I did, but that was not the context.
I did,
sure
but I did, but it was
But-
sarcasm.
Yes.
What-
And I literally walked out the stair, like out my front door, carrying boxes of stuff to bring to the barn, and tripped over those stupid shoes and fell with my big boxes. And I was
Yeah.
scared to move because I'm like, I broke something.
Yeah.
Something's
I
broken.
know I broke something.
Something's broken.
I fell on the cement way too hard, and I'm way too fat. And yeah,
Yeah.
no.
One year when my oldest was about 4 or 5.
I tell my dogs that all the time. Quit leaving your toys in the floor.
When he was about 4 or 5 for Halloween, he dressed up as a boxer with a cute little robe and the shorts and everything. He was really cute. So I did purple makeup and stuff to make him look like he had a black eye. And so he was so proud of that thing. He went to preschool and he was like, look, mom gave me a black eye. Look, guys, mom gave me a black eye. Look, you see my black eye? Look how good it looks. Mom gave me a black eye. And I was like, okay. So I had to tell you.
CPS will be
calling.
calling.
Right? The teacher called and she goes, I know it's just makeup because I touched it. And he was so proud of it, but just be careful next time. And I was like, I know. I'm so sorry. I didn't even think, but
Don't
it
tell them
looked like
mom
makeup.
gave you the black eye.
right.
Or
That's what-
dad.
Yeah. I was like, just tell people, you should see the other guy. That's all you gotta tell people.
You see the other guy.
But it was really funny.
But when it comes to shopping now, like at the holidays, it's even worse. I know I said a little bit already, but I'll tell a little bit about my bout yesterday. So if I do too much or walk too much, my legs don't want to work. So I went to TJ Maxx and I found some things, had a cart full, ready to go, had a phone call, did that, went over to Ross, grabbed a couple things, and I ran over there before I paid. I left my cart and I fibbed to the girl there. I said, can I leave my cart here because I forgot my wallet? And I really wanted to just do a really quick comparison shopping at Ross because I'm like, well, what if I
might
find the
be.
same thing and Ross is generally cheaper than TJ Maxx?
yeah.
So I'm like, what if I find that pretty close to the exact same thing and it's $20 cheaper
Yeah.
or $10 cheaper at Ross? So I
Right.
ran over there real quick, got a few things, did not have what was in my cart over there, so I couldn't change anything out, and went to go pay at Ross and I left my wallet at home. So I was like, son of a bitch. Well, I'd already left the carts, and when I asked the girl, should I put them up front or can I leave them right here? They were like by the luggage. She's like, I'm right here working. You can just leave them here.
Yeah.
So I came home and I didn't take my time. Like I came home and I ran upstairs to let mom know that I got what I got, but I forgot my wallet. So I had to
Yeah.
run back and I'll pick up food on the way home. So I went right back to TJ Maxx. Everything was gone. Like the carts were gone. I went and asked, and some lady walks up right as I'm talking to another one. And she's like, oh, yeah, I just put all that back. And I was like, oh, son of a bitch. And I don't like going shopping anymore at all. Like I
So
never.
that was a big deal for you to go
It was a
out.
big deal for me to go shopping because I know walking that store, those stores that long is too hard for me.
Yeah.
And like at Walmart, I can go shopping with Steve. I don't mind. I can use the carts. I hate to, but I've learned that I have to because I won't be able to walk by the time I get to the end of too much of it, especially if I put my body through a lot already during the week. And Ross and TJ Maxx don't have those carts. Sometimes they have a wheelchair cart. And sometimes they just have a wheelchair, but there's
Yeah.
no like running. There's no little scooter cart thing.
No.
So I huff all through the store, get everything else I need to get, and pay. Go to Ross. My cart was still there at Ross. Paid for the stuff I needed. Then I still had to stop at Walmart. And
Did you get the dice?
I did not. They did not have it. I did look over, and luckily it was right by where I had to get the air mattress thing. But I was like, all through the thing, I'm like, it's got to be a dice set. It's got to look like this. Then I looked it up. Supposedly it's at Target. So but then that means I have to drive to Madison. I don't know. Is there a Target in Decatur?
Yes.
I think they're.
Isn't there one by Old Navy?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, so I can either go there or I can go to
And there's
Madison.
one in Florence.
Yeah, there's one in Florence.
Is there?
And Florence is about the same distance, isn't it?
I just like
as
Madison. I think I like
I usually
Madison.
go to Madison because I often go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby at the same
Mm-hmm.
time. But by the time I got everything, I couldn't walk. I was in a bad shape, so I had to like lay myself over the cart and use it as a wheelchair to make my way. And at Walmart, I went for the scooter thing. Everyone that was there was dead.
It's in Point Mallard Parkway,
Okay.
in Decatur.
And they were all gone or dead. So I had to walk. And
That's super.
and I was
stupid.
in so much pain. It was so ridiculous.
Like
But
when you're done with it, plug that shit back in.
Yeah. But the thing is, I was so happy when I first did the shopping. There was nobody there.
Yeah.
Like TJ Maxx was virtually empty. When
Right.
I went to go leave the cart, there was nobody in line. Like it would have taken me 5 minutes to finish. When I went into Ross, I was like, there's nobody here. I
Right.
got what I needed and got to the cart or to the front. And like I told Alicia before, and she, maybe she'll respond the same way. You know, I lied to the lady at TJ Maxx that I left my wallet at home. When I found out I did leave my wallet at home was at Ross. And she's like, that's what you get for lying. I'm like,
Karma for lying.
yep. But when I came back, it was crowded. There was so many people
Everybody's
in
out of
there,
work.
and everybody was off. Everybody was off work and run shopping. So I got there before that, and then I came back after that. And of course, I had to try to remember everything that was in my cart,
Yeah.
as best I could.
If I don't have a list, it ain't happening.
I do remember I forgot something, and I'm not going back to find it. I'm not going to go get it. I should have. And I'm really fighting it, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to say what it was because it was going to be for my husband. Firefighter Barbie. And I was like, I really wanted to get it for him to go in the fire bathroom,
Yeah.
Firefighter Barbie, but I don't really want to go back.
Yeah, I don't want to go back.
Like I'm traumatized from yesterday. But in our household, I'd say 95% of the shopping is done by Steve. Like, I missed it, but we're 4 minutes past. He does most of the shopping because of this reason itself. You know, if it's something that we can order, I do it. You know, or he'll do it, and you go to our Amazon cart, and there's 400 things in the Amazon cart.
Walmart delivery is seriously the best thing. If you don't have Walmart Plus, it's like $10 per delivery. Walmart Plus is $50 a year, and you get free Paramount, and you get gas discounts and all that stuff. So it's totally worth it just for the Paramount.
Yeah.
But I usually get 2 to 3 deliveries all the way to my house every week.
Oh, okay.
And they deliver my groceries. You just have to have a $35 minimum. That's it.
Oh, okay.
And you can easily do groceries on $35.
Yeah. Especially with 5 kids.
That's eggs and milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, for real, because I buy eggs at 60 at a time, and that's like $19.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean,
We can talk eggs today.
oh, we can. How do you like your eggs?
Over easy.
Over easy?
Well, okay, it depends. If it's on a sandwich or like a bagel, if I'm taking it with me, I like it fried.
Okay.
If-
Yeah, fried egg.
Right. Yeah, fried egg. But if it's
But with the yolk still a little bit runny or all the
if
way?
I'm taking it with me, like I'm driving,
you don't
then
want
I
it
don't.
runny.
But if I'm gonna eat it at the house, I like
On
it
a
a
plate?
little runny. Yes.
Yeah.
With the bagel. But if I get like toast or bacon or something, I want it over easy. I want to dip.
okay.
I like the yolk.
Now, do you like so over easy though, the white is still runny?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah.
So you like it with some of the white runny is okay?
Yeah.
I can't.
I can't handle the white runny. It's like what you spit up in the morning.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I don't.
I like only the yolk runny.
Okay, yeah. So
All
whatever
the
that
white
is.
has to be.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
over medium or basted.
Whatever that is.
I baste mine because I like. So when I make my eggs, and my dad's the one that showed me how to do it, and it comes out literally perfect every single time. You put a little bit of butter in the pan, you crack your eggs, and then you put about that much water in the pan. And he learned this from my uncle who was a chef. And then put a lid over it, and it steams the top of the eggs. Bottom is cooked.
So almost like poached.
It's almost like poached, but they're called basted.
Poached is so hard.
And then
They are very hard.
and then if you take it right when it looks like it's almost done, and you just take the lid off and you just spoon the hot water right over the top, it will finish them off, and they are literally perfect eggs every single time. I've never ever had an issue with them not being. So my mom likes poached eggs. I do a lot of hard boiled eggs because I like to make egg
I like
salad.
soft-boiled eggs,
I
too.
love egg salad sandwiches.
Love me egg salad. Love me some egg salad.
And I don't
Deviled
know what
eggs,
you put
too.
in yours. I put seasoning. I put mayonnaise. I put a little bit of mustard, and
Regular mustard or Dijon mustard?
regular.
Ew, Dijon.
I'm not a fan of Dijon mustard. I do not like Grey Poupon.
Do you have any Grey Poupon?
Yeah. But I dice up little tiny pieces of celery and
Sometimes.
green onions, and I put that in there. It gives it a little bit of a crunch.
Little baby crunch, yeah.
But I mean, Steve loves the way I make it. But yeah,
I can't stand regular mustard at all.
At
Yellow
all?
mustard. Ugh.
Oh, I love
Don't
mustard.
put it in anything.
I like
Don't put it on my stuff.
yellow
Don't mix it
mustard
in
only.
anything.
I'm not the Dijon.
Ugh.
If
But
you
I-
have a burn, yellow mustard's like the best thing to put
Oh
on
yeah,
your
it
skin.
actually is. It'll it's the vinegar in it actually,
Yeah.
but it doesn't burn like putting vinegar on it.
Did you know that if you have a muscle cramp and you take a spoonful of mustard, it'll help the muscle cramp? I have a funny story about
Same
that.
thing with if you drink pickled juice. Like told you yesterday when I finally got home and waddled my way out of my car. When I got into bed, I drank a whole glass of pickle juice. My pickles are now like that much juice in a whole jar because it was a brand new set of pickles. Usually I wait till the pickles are gone and then I drink the juice, but nope. And about half hour or so, my cramps started going away. It's what cyclists drink pickled juice for that purpose.
There's a lot of electrolytes.
Yeah. So
my grandma would do the mustard thing and a spoonful of mustard like before bed, or if she had a cramp or whatever. And my cousin, his sister had walked in on him like rubbing mustard on his leg or something. She's like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Well, Baba said that mustard helps with cramps, so I'm just putting mustard on my cramp." And I'm like, she goes, "You eat the mustard, don't rub it on you." Dummy.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so that was
Oopsie.
yeah, that was a
That's kind of like the hemorrhoid cream. You rub that on, you don't eat it.
No.
don't eat it.
It's not going
There
to fix
was-
that problem.
Somebody I saw and I meant to talk about it when we were talking about the depository or suppository or whatever, and they were having trouble pooping. So this person had bought the suppository, and what are they like that? They're like, and
Yeah,
this
it looks like a bullet.
right.
Yeah.
And this person's like, "How am I supposed to swallow this?"
It's a 40 caliber.
right? This is so hard. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to swallow this, like to help or whatever. Swallowed it. A
Oh,
lot of water, and people are like,
oh my
no,
God.
no.
What would that do?
Yeah, what would that
swallowing it?
do?
It's not going to work the same, but it
No,
just
but-
goes into a cream in your butthole.
It's
so-
just going to digest into your stomach and go into your lining. It'll probably eventually make you poop, or it'll make you sick.
I would think it'd make you throw up.
Yeah.
I think you'd throw up.
But
from
it was so funny because people like this I don't know if it was satire or what, but this person was like, "I don't know if I could take this. I could try."
Oh,
blah,
it
blah,
probably
blah."
was. It was probably fake. But the thing
But-
is, there's some stupid ass people out there
That
that
would
will
try
do
it.
some stupid ass shit. Speaking of that, one of my friends, his name's Kenny.
Everybody
Kenny.
needs a stupid friend.
Kenny, if you're listening ever, if you ever hear this, I'm talking about you, Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny.
Grow the fuck up. When you get to a certain age, grow the fuck up. He is a former model, architect,
Oh, former model. That's
really
explains
good
a
looking
lot.
guy,
Dumber than a box of rocks.
single,
Where's Greta?
Yeah, right.
my age.
Dumber than a box of rocks.
No, he's really actually really smart,
Oh, good.
except for he still thinks he's a frat boy. He wants to still be a frat boy.
No, babe. No.
You're too
Done
old
with
for that shit. Grow the fuck up. So he was at a party where the wives, I mean, that's a party, like a frat type of party, guys, but they're all married, so they have wives. So they're drinking, and the guys are having their thing, and the wives are having their thing. So they're drinking their wine, and they're having
Sounds like a calf party.
yeah, pretty much. They're having what are the little golden fish?
Goldfish?
Goldfish. They're actually called
Golden fish call.
they're called goldfish. Is that what they're really called?
The crackers
No,
or the actual fish?
the fish.
Goldfish?
They're called goldfish.
Yes.
Okay. I thought they were called something else. The golden fish.
Do you need a nap?
I do. I need something. Anyway, the wives were having goldfish races. I have no idea how this works, but I guess it's almost like a slip and slide kind of thing, and they put water on it and then they drop the fish on there, and it's whoever flops to the end first is the winner or whatever. I have no idea.
Okay.
Something happened to where they ended up where I guess the wives were not going to do the race or something. So they ended up with all these goldfish. So the guys, what do you think the guys decided they're going to do?
Eat them.
They're going to have a competition
Oh,
of who
gosh.
can swallow the most goldfish.
Yep.
So
Guys are dumb.
he ended up
They are a bunch of
swallowing
idiots.
like 24 goldfish.
That's so gross.
And a couple of days later, he ended up really, really sick.
I wonder why.
Really
Yeah.
sick.
Moron.
Went and saw his buddy, who's a doctor, and they couldn't figure out quite what. I mean, he was puking. He was so sick, and finally, I mean, he was so bad. He ended up with like a staph infection. Like it was really bad, and
Shocker.
almost ended up dying over this shit. And when he had to go back to the hospital because he was getting worse and worse, he's like, did you do anything different in the last few? He's like, well, I did swallow 24 goldfish. And he's like, okay.
Neuron.
He had like mercury poisoning and gotten an infection or whatever. And he's like, you should have led with that. So needless to say, don't do that.
You don't do that.
Because
Idiot.
I guess there's something, I don't know if it was mercury, but it was some kind of poisoning that he got from swallowing that many goldfish. But I mean, you're in your 50s. Grow the fuck up.
Yeah, knock it off.
You know, you're not a frat boy anymore. Your body doesn't recover the same way as it used to. But this is partly why I do all my shopping online, or my husband does it. And I have been dreading doing any shopping at all for this Christmas season. And I had no choice. I had to go and do it because my husband's moving his mom right now. So he's in Florida, so he can't do it. And I'm like, okay, buck up, girlfriend, pull your big girl panties up and you got to go do it. And I regret it. Regret it so badly. But I should
grab your balls and do it.
I should have done some shopping online before, but
Now
I
it's
dilly
too
dallied around too much to where I don't trust that anything would get here in time. But anyway, our time is up. I do want to put a heart out to Greta. I know today's a rough day. It's a very hard day. We love you. We're thinking of you. And to anyone else out there that's dealing with loss and finding your joy and finding happiness during this season. Even though my dad passed away in 2018, it still stings a little bit at this time of season because I can't share it with him. Mm-hmm. I still run into certain days where I'm like, oh, I want to call my dad and for a split second,
You forget.
I forgot that I couldn't call him. And then it hits you. And it's like that poem about waves. It comes in waves. Mm-hmm. But, you know, when you have something more fresh, we both lost our best friends this year. Hers so close to Christmas that's going to make that even harder. Mine was in August, but it still stings really hard this year. So for those of you that might be dealing with loss or memories of those that are lost, some it might have only been a year or two, you know, it's still difficult. You have to find a way through it to find your joy and still and have joy with those that are still present. And what I can say is I'm going to take a quote from the kid that I did the interview with on leukemia years ago. Don't be dead in a living body. Move forward.
Yep.
You know, remember, cherish, have those memories, but don't be dead in a living body. So with those words, continue and have a joyous occasion, whatever you're celebrating, and just enjoy your family. And remember to like, subscribe, follow, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Girl Talks, GURLTAUX. That's our show. That's our channel. All of our socials are the same. So you can't miss us. We're the Girl Talks because we're going to talks about it. And we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. If I can get the mouse over there. The mouse does not want to work. He's running away.